Hello and welcome to a new video, and today we're traveling with the Niederbarnimer Eisenbahn from Berlin Ostkreuz to Werneuchen, and here on the map you can see where we are today. Of course we are in the Berlin area again, and we are leaving Berlin northeastwards. And here we can see our train arriving in Berlin Ostkreuz. Our train today is a PESA link, and we can take a look at the interior of the train. And if you remember my video where we have been traveling with another PESA link from Zielona Góra in Poland to Frankfurt, we will immediately see that these trains look exactly the same. They have the same interior, the same seats, the same patterns, everything is looking the same. These trains are almost completely identical, and if you take a look at the outside of the train, we even see a Polish train number and a German train number, and that is because the trains of Niederbarnimer Eisenbahn are also going to Poland, and those trains are identical. We are not going to Poland today. Our train is completely in Germany. We are going to Werneuchen on the so-called Wriezener Bahn, meaning Wriezen Railway, and Wriezen is the end of this railway line, but unfortunately the part between Werneuchen and Wriezen is not in use anymore, so trains are only going to Werneuchen. Then there are two more stations that are not in use anymore, followed by a short part which is used for Wriezen operations, and the rest from Sternebeck to Wriezen is completely dismissed. Wriezen does have a train connection. This is the railway line from Frankfurt Oder to Eberswalde. Last time I was using this railway line, I saw that many people boarded the train in Wriezen, went to Eberswalde and from there on to Berlin, but still there are no current plans to reactivate this railway line between Werneuchen and Wriezen. From Wriezen, this railway line continued on to Poland. There used to be another direct connection from Berlin to Poland, but also the part from Wriezen to Poland is dismissed and not in use anymore.
Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
There are a few plans to upgrade this railway line, but these plans do not include a reactivation of the currently dismissed parts, but it is planned to have new trains and more trains on this railway line. Meanwhile, we arrived in Werneuchen, and I just left the train for a few seconds to take a picture and took the same train back to Berlin. So here we are already on our way back to the German capital. And now let's talk a bit about the plans for the future of this railway line. It is planned that starting in December 2024, new trains of the Siemens Mireo type will operate this railway line, but it is a special version of the Siemens Mireo. It is the Plus B version, and that is a battery equipped version that is running like a normal electric train as long as there is a catenary available, and then at the unelectrified part it will use the batteries. Nowadays trains are running once per hour. With the new trains in service, it is planned to have a train every 30 minutes at least on weekdays. But once again, still there are no plans to reopen and reactivate stations behind Werneuchen, so all of these upgrades only concern the part that's in service right now. Still, it is a modern railway already, and with the upgrades it will be a very modern railway line that is well equipped for the future. Meanwhile, we are back in Berlin. We are reaching the station of Berlin-Lichtenberg. There you can always see a lot of trains that are currently not in use parked here around the station. Even some old historic trains of the GDR are visible here at the station of Berlin-Lichtenberg, so it's always very interesting. So make sure to look out of the train window, especially if you're going to Ostkreuz. Make sure to look to your right side. But I'm staying on my train, continuing on to Ostkreuz. Here I will leave the train and the next video will begin somewhere else in the Berlin-Brandenburg area. And my train will continue on to another city called Templin on another railway line. It's a different train number then. So that means the train will not go back to Werneuchen. Instead it will go to Templin. From Templin it will go back to Ostkreuz, and from Ostkreuz then again to Werneuchen. So these two railway lines are connected with each other in the schedule. Meanwhile, we arrived at Ostkreuz and here I'm leaving the train, and that means that this is it for this video. I hope it was interesting for you. Here you can see the name of the song and when my next video will be uploaded. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider to comment, like, subscribe or share a video link, and I hope to see you in my next video.